maybe I should actually explain what this project is about rather than assuming that you just know what it is, because that was dumb of me, wasn't it? So really, I'm recording this towards the end of my filming, but we are going to insert this next section way closer to the start. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you the introduction to another Dude You Panned My Battleship game. This project was originally created by Elizabeth, who is Kookypans over on Instagram, and she is currently competing against Paula from ABeautyGuruMadeMeDoIt. I'll have both of them linked down below. As you might remember, I've already completed one round of this project. I did so against Ceylan, who I also have linked down below, and up in the cards I'll put my finale video of that project where I worked on the MCoBeauty Just Peachy Palette, and I enjoyed that game with Ceylan so much that I am back again, but this time I am joining up with Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock, who I'll also have linked down below. And the palette that we have chosen to work on, you might actually recognize. So this is the Beauty Bay Book of Magic, and you might recall that Andrea, Lisa and I collabed for a Get Ready With Me video using this palette. I will also have Lisa linked down below, and also the video up in the cards just in case you're interested. I got this palette last year for Christmas, and since getting it I've only used it that once to complete the Get Ready With Me video. And I actually really love this palette. It has such a beautiful color story. So I thought, hey, why don't we go back and try this palette a bit more, get some use out of it while the formula is still relatively new, and I wanted to see if either Andrea or Lisa would join me on this journey. Andrea has jumped on board, so we will be competing against each other with a Dude You Panned My Battleships using the Book of Magic. That's right, we are both using the same palette, which I think brings a major talking point to the project. I'm definitely going to be interested to see which shadows both Andrea has picked as my battleships on my palette, but also which shadows she chooses to focus on first while trying to hit pan. So the aim of the Dude You Panned My Battleships project is that both Andrea and I will place battleships on each other's game board, which is in fact the Book of Magic palette. So those ships will consist of one ship that has 4 pans in it, one that is 3, and one that is 2. So we are looking to hit 3 battleships in total, much like the game Battleship, if you have ever played that before. So the goal is for you to make a hit on a portion of a ship. You must hit pan on the shadow. And then once you've hit pan on all pans, that is so many words, but once you've hit pan on all sections of a ship, then that ship will be sunk. The winner is the person who sinks all the battleships first. This project is going to be a long haul project because we are both working on 101 eyeshadows in 101 different projects, so why not just say yes to another one? So we won't be updating these videos monthly, we'll be doing it bi-monthly on the tube, but also on top of that we will be putting up on our Instagrams a little spiel to start this bad boy off, and also to show you where we are placing the battleships on each other's boards. Here is hoping that we can see some major use. So with that in line, I'm going to put a little spiel up here about where the palette is currently sitting. Now currently on the front of this here, it says there's 20 colors in this, there's 20 shadows, and each shadow is worth 1.4 grams. So really we are talking around approximately 30 grams of shadow actually in this palette, which, considering the weight of this palette, which you'll see up here, I majority of this palette is packaging, so that is interesting. And I do wonder then if each pan is only 1.4 grams, and I think these pans are quite large, so I'll be interested to see how quickly and easy it is to hit a pan. So where should I start? As you can see, this color story is kind of set in 4 distinct areas. We have the blues, the purples, the greens and the neutrals, and a black and a silver just to pull it all together. So the question is going to be, whereabouts will Andrea put my shadows? And whereabouts will I put hers, especially considering that, as you can see by today's look, and if you have been following Andrea, you will both know that we are not shy of the colourful looks. And I know that Andrea is a big fan of green, so I will definitely be interested to see where we end up once this is all done. I think over the next 2 months, I'm not really going to focus heavily on any specific shadows. I'm going to get a bit more of a feel for the formula. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to try to incorporate all of these shades at least once into my looks over the next 2 months, and see how I feel about each shadow and the formula overall. So over the next 2 months, I'm just going to have a play, have a feel, and see how I go. I'm super excited to get this game started with Andrea. If you haven't already checked out Andrea's channel, make sure you do. She is like me and has joined in many a project, and I really enjoy watching all her videos. She's very fun, bright, bubbly, and just brings a little bit of color to my day every time I watch one of her videos. So like I said, if you haven't checked her out, make sure you do. I will link her channel up here, or is it up here? Up here somewhere. And like I said, she's also linked down in the description box. So I'm Verity. That was the introduction to the Dude You Panned My Battleship challenge that I'm doing with Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock. And now to the outro.